guys, good morning. Welcome back to another episode. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Fontainebleau Aviation. This you might recognize from past videos like the money shot. I don't know if you guys remember, but if you've been watching the channel for some time, we made this incredible picture by grounding almost all of our cars, clean them all, stage them next to a giant jet to take one photo. We had to shut down the ramp to the airport. Well worth it because this picture has turned into an art piece. Today we're taking this expensive art piece and hanging it in the lobby of the airport itself.
The center, look, the center is here. Okay.
Left, 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 left. One more.
Down. You good there? Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Last thing I want to do is move the lights. You feel comfortable doing the lights?
Yeah.
Today we're going to do a review of these two cars, put them directly head to head. And to do that, I have special help from a guest,
Sebastian Diker.
Today we're going to take the Lamborghini Urus and the Mercedes Benz G63. We're going to put them head to head and talk about which one's better as a rental, which one's better as a daily, and which one's better overall. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the reason we're here is because I wanted to attempt to convince Sebastian that the Urus truly is the better SUV. He has a different opinion, and if I can successfully convince him, I guess he'll have to buy lunch. Or vice versa.
All right, let's do it.
My personal favorite is the Urus. I think it's way more exotic, way more loud. If you're in town just for a little bit and you want to show off, this is the car to do for sure. To me, the G63 blends in a lot more than the Urus.
Now, I'll agree with you that this one is way more outrageous, more angles, way more aggressive looking. I can get it. This looks like a box, looks like a fancy Jeep. I don't know, like my dad thinks this thing looks like a hearse. I don't see it, but I can, a file cabinet, that's pretty good.
This is not too wildly different from the last version of the G63, right?
That's what I like about this, because the DNA is still there. Like I said before, the bloodline, you know this is a G-Wagon.
Our spec, silver, gray, massive lime green brake calipers. These are the stock Lamborghini wheels. I think the wheels, the setup, the stance of this car is superior. I think it's more comfortable.
Now, exterior-wise, I will not deny that this is an aggressive, great-looking truck. But what I'm focusing on is the fact that underneath this is really just a Volkswagen with some Porsche parts. That right there, that's been G-Wagon since day one.
Let's check out the interior next.
All right, let's go see the Audi interior.
So not all the Urus interiors are quite this loud. Ours is lime green. But regardless, there's a ton of room, a ton of space, and even for a person like Sebastian who's taller than most, you can comfortably sit here and not feel like a giant.
First of all, I do not like this green. I think it's a little bit too loud.
I love loud interiors. I think this makes the car. I think if it's all straight black or if it's too boring, like...
No, I do agree. All black, I think, I don't know, you lose like uniqueness. But I think the brown one that you guys have, now that would be my spec. This is like for a kid. You're a kid. You're a little kid.
I'm loud. I've got loud taste, admittedly, and I think Lamborghini plays into that perfectly.
What color is
what?
this? At least the good thing is if your kids have crayons, they can like paint on this and you wouldn't even know. I do like this more. I do enjoy this. It kind of feels like I'm in some sort of jet fighter or something like that. I do enjoy that a lot. I will agree that this is a better performance vehicle. So I will love everything he's about to say, so you can already do the little bing and give him the point.
So let's break down this cluster. The enema here is Italian for soul, which means as you click through the different drive modes, you're really changing the spirit of the vehicle as you drive. You start in Strada, which is your comfort, your street, your normal cruising type of drive mode. One click away is Sport, where two things happen. Your center dash turns orange from the regular blue, and the exhaust note changes, your suspension and your handling all change to give you a little more feedback. Right under that is everyone's favorite drive mode, Corsa.
It's the only mode.
Corsa is Italian for race, and like Sebastian said, it is the only mode to drive in.
Give it a little.
Pops, crackles. It's beautiful. Terra is literally off-road. Terra is Italian for earth, meaning literally going on an off-road course. You got your park button. This button here is to switch to manual, which forces you to use the paddle shifters here, which do feel great. Ego is a totally customizable drive mode. The three modes you can change in Ego is your powertrain, handling, and suspension.
And this is very fitting, Ego, because most people that have a Lamborghini
Let's move on to the filing cabinet.
He means the other German car. I want you to do me a favor. Go inside. Okay. All right. What does it look like inside?
It looks like a badass steering wheel. This is the additional like app.
What type of car or manufacturer does it look like?
It looks like a Mercedes G-Wagon.
Why is that?
Because it's made by Mercedes.
And it's always been Mercedes?
Okay, I get your point.
I get a point. I get a point. Heritage.
So you're making some good points. Let's get into the interior of the car and talk about the rest.
I'm gonna make another good point. I'll let the door speak for itself. Alright, so let me go with the interior of this one, right? Granted, right away, it's not as pretty as the other one. I will agree. However, this is, like I said, all Mercedes, only Mercedes, and I love that. I don't know if you pointed out already, but this is also just like every other G-Wagon that's ever been made. They have the switches here for the diff. And then if we're gonna go with the glass, the infotainment system, the graphics are just as good, and you have everything that you would need. For someone that wants maybe a mix of old school and new, this would be a perfect car. This one gears a little bit towards me because it has that feeling. That one does not have any old school feel to it at all. Granted, like I said, that one's prettier, but this one has a mix, and I appreciate that a lot more because I do like old school in general. So if you're gonna have to win me over, this is probably gonna be the easier one to win me
I
over.
will give the G63 points because I think this steering wheel is incredible. The carbon, the Alcantara, then this is your mode selector here, a little screen. And I know this isn't the normal steering wheel that the G63 comes with. I know you do have to pay extra for this, but holy cow, it looks awesome. And to know that it comes from factory like this, wild.
Headroom? What?
Okay, yeah, your headroom is better.
He was talking about there's more space in there for someone tall like me. First of all. Two, he's gonna complain about the passengers not having as much room. Back there, if you look at it, it swoops down. So you can't have your tall friend sitting in the back of that. Here, at least everyone has the headroom. As far as storage, I get the point.
There is a lot more cubic square feet, for sure.
This is a fish tank on wheels.
Fine.
I love it.
So it's clear that we both have opinions about these cars, but let's talk the undeniable truths, the numbers. This car has a 4.0 V8 twin turbo that produces.
So does this one.
True, but this car has 650 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque.
This one has the same amount of torque, but 577 horsepower.
A little less horsepower.
A little less horsepower.
This weighs right around 6,000 pounds, so it is significantly heavier.
It may be as aerodynamic as a fish tank, but if it could catch up to you, somewhat, that's like watching a person who's not fit at all catch up to a guy who's been jogging every single day.
Let's put it to the test. Let's do a 0 to 60, put them right next to each other, and just see who takes the lead.
Sounds good to me. Let's go, because I'm gonna beat you.
So we kind of knew that was going to happen. We already knew that this had better performance and that it's a lighter car, so the race wasn't a surprise. But everything else we talked about, exterior, interior, daily drivability, and as a rental, what do you think is the better car?
Sad that I lost to the Volkswagen, but you know what? Heritage, baby. It's gotta be the Heritage.
Still sticking with the Mercedes.
Gotta do the Mercedes.
If you like this type of content, we can do more verses. As you know, you've got access to a ton of cars because of MPH Club, so we can put more head-to-head. If you like this kind of stuff, give us a thumbs up. It helps grow the channel a lot. And if you want to see Sebastian do full-length car reviews on some of these cars and many others, we're gonna link to his channel down below. Check it out. We'll see you in the next video.